The Surge.
Smallzy Surgery.
The Surgery.
This is Smallzy Surgery.
Hey, how you doing? This is Dean Lewis. It's Smallzy Surgery on Nova. Turn it up. Let's go.
Dean Lewis hanging out with us on the show tonight. How are you, mate?
Smallzy, it's always good to see you, man.
Oh, look,
I'm
you
real
know
well.
what?
How are you?
It's better to see you. How is life? Where are you in the world right now?
I'm in Sweden. I'm in a hotel room in Sweden. Not as cool, or maybe as cool, but you're in the Mondrian in LA.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
So I feel look, Sweden's great, but you're in the Mondrian, baby. I'm jealous. But I'm over here in Sweden
has
preparing.
50 Cent ever rapped about the hotel you're staying in? Because he has about the Mondrian. That's what I can tell you.
What song was that?
I don't know, but it's a deep cut.
Was it in the club?
I don't know if it was in the club.
Deep cut.
It's a deep cut, but don't quiz me on those things. Come on, Dean. You should know me better than this by now.
My bad.
I know 10% of 90% of things, right? Don't go digging too deep on shit that I don't actually know about. I just know enough to start a conversation, okay?
I love that. Yes. Yes.
Can I just say, first up, congrats, man. Hurtless is just on repeat. We are smashing the crap out of that song back in Australia.
Yes. Mate, thank you so much. Yeah, my dad still sends me like all the charts, and like it's very high up on Shazam, and then he's always like, Nova's playing it. So I really appreciate that, man. It's been really cool. It's been amazing. So I feel like that song was a success. I feel good about it.
Yeah, nice. Give us I don't think we got a chance to speak about Hurtless, but just quickly, 411 on that song.
I mean, it was kind of like the sequel to Be Alright. So it was kind of like I found myself in the same situation a few years later with a different girl, but a similar situation. I just wrote the song about that, and weirdly, it just kind of felt like the sequel as well. So I just I put it out, and I hadn't done anything like Be Alright since Be Alright. So I think it's I'm just really proud of the song, but that's really what it's about.
Yeah, nice. Now, you said you are in Sweden. I see you all the time on Instagram. You're always writing something. Are you writing in Sweden? Are you playing shows? What's happening there at the minute?
No, so I basically just released How Do I Say Goodbye? So I'm here doing radio. I was in Switzerland yesterday doing radio for the new single, How Do I Say Goodbye? And then we're doing a European tour that starts in 1 week. So my band is all arriving here in 3 days, and we're doing like the full European UK tour, we're doing like the whole thing, the rehearsals in Stockholm, because the first show's in Stockholm. So everyone's kind of flying in right now. It's really exciting time.
Nice. I was going to say the new song, How Do I Say Goodbye? We're going to talk about that in a second. But the Scandinavian countries, they do love you. What? I don't know why, man. Is there something in are you half Scandinavian? Because they really... Like, I see your Instagram all the time. You're like, oh, it's popping off in Germany. Oh, it's popping off in Sweden. Oh, it's popping off in, I don't know, another country. That's my...
Denmark.
There you go.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude, I don't know what happened, but I'm bigger over here than I am in Australia. Like, I do bigger shows now in Denmark, and basically someone covered one of my old songs, Half a Man. They covered it on X Factor, and everyone watches X Factor in Denmark. And so it went number one in Denmark, basically on number one most streamed song. And then Hurtless went like number 5th, and then like the 5th, and then so I don't know. It just went crazy. I'm selling out like arenas in Denmark. It's ridiculous.
Congratulations again. I'm sorry that
I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry that it's taken Australia so long to get around Dean Lewis, but Denmark seems to have got there first.
Well, you've always been a huge supporter.
Always.
I love that.
Thank you.
I do
Always.
really well in Australia.
Yeah.
You've always been there from the start, but for some reason, like the shows we're doing in Denmark are like 4 times as big, but still great in Australia. Like the Australian tour is almost sold out already, and it's like 3 months away, so that's great. But
do you know?
It's just like whatever reason they like me over here.
Do you know any Danish? Do you know any? How do you speak to them in the arena? Between the songs, normally an artist like yourself, a singer-songwriter, you would go into a little ditty about, I was here and I was on they wouldn't understand you. They don't even know what you're saying, really.
It's a good point, actually. I mean, they all learn English, but I think if I am going to learn a few words, because I think it'd be really powerful.
Thank you would be nice. Thank you would be nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you should learn that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to learn some stuff.
Okay.
Trust me, Smallzy, I'm going to learn some stuff. Yeah. 100%.
Okay. Now we've had the fun chat. The new song, How Do I Say Goodbye? I don't know how we pivot to this.
Yeah.
It's a gut wrencher, right?
It's depressing. Yeah, it's probably not what you'd think people want to hear first thing in the morning.
No.
But it is reacting like crazy. It's a song about my dad. And people will keep saying, sorry to hear about your dad. And I have to keep saying, oh, my dad's all good. He's actually in remission. But I wrote
fantastic.
The song when
Fantastic.
yeah.
Because I was about to say, how
So
is your dad okay? Because it would be, you know.
Yeah.
So go to the story.
Exactly.
Go to the story. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was really, really sick with cancer. This is when Be Alright was like blowing up 3 years ago, and my dad was really, really sick to the point of like the doctors are like 25% chance of living past 5 years, and he ended up having a stem cell transplant, and that's a shot in the dark, but it ended up working, and he's actually in remission. And I wrote the song when we didn't know how things were going to go, and so I wrote this song, and then I was able to play it for him, and but it's it's quite an emotional song, but I'm very proud of it. I don't think I'll ever write anything quite as good as this, because it's just one of those songs where the lyrics and the melody matched up, and I can't believe I wrote it. It's just one of those songs,
Yeah.
but very depressing, but not actually about death for me in my situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you share it with your dad the first time? Did you play it to him when he was in remission and everything was okay, or did you share it with him before you found out how his journey was going?
He was the time period. He was actually. I waited a couple of months before I showed him, and he was actually all good. He was all good. You know what I mean? You never know, but he was officially in remission by the time I actually played it for him.
Yeah.
And my brother actually filmed his reaction, which was kind of cool. But he got really emotional when I played him the song, and I don't know if he can listen to it a lot because I think it's a bit overwhelming for him, the song.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, he's so excited. There's a song that's written about him. Like, he posted the music video on his Facebook.
Oh,
the other
his
day,
ego would love
just
it.
Sending me all the comments. And,
his ego would love it. Yeah.
They love it.
You just know. I don't know about you. I don't know your dad, Dean, but I feel like strong possibility. Does he have a bike riding club? Does he do like road biking at all? Because I just feel like on the northern beaches of Sydney, he'd just be on the North Shore, stopping by a cafe. Just you hear this kid, guys. Grab it. Dean wrote this about me. This is about me. He wrote this. Have a listen. I don't know if you know who my son is.
He's like that without the bike.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's like that without the bike.
Sure.
Exactly that kind of guy. 100%.
Yeah. Latte sipping on a Saturday morning. Have you heard my son's new song? Yeah.
Oh. You know it.
Absolutely.
You know it. Biggest promoter out there.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
October 7, new album is coming, yes?
Yes, it's called The Hardest Love. And yeah, I'm just really excited about it, man. It's been so long. COVID, so many artists were like, so many of us held our albums back in songs because we were like, we can't tour. And, what's the point in releasing an album when we can't tour? But now everything's all systems go. The album's coming. I'm really excited. It's going to be great. So I can't wait to get it out. So only a month away.
Has it been finished for ages, or did you like tinker in lockdown and then go back and re-record some stuff, or?
Yeah, I mean, I could have finished it 2 years ago, but I kept writing new songs and moving songs off it. Because I had so much time. Weirdly, usually you don't have this much time to write your second album. Usually it's very quick. So this version of it, I wouldn't have been able to finish it because some of the few songs I kind of wrote near the end, as of 6 months ago. But some of the first songs were written about 2 years ago at the start of COVID. So it's a bit of a combination.
Nice. When are you coming home? You're coming home in November for the tour, right?
I'm coming for the tour, and it's almost sold out already. I think there's only a few tickets left in Fremantle, and there's a few like in Melbourne, but they're all apparently it's going to sell out really quickly.
Well,
so
no point plugging it.
No
point plugging it then. Who cares? Don't worry.
Well, you guys have been plugging it.
Yes.
The Sydney ones are gone.
Yeah.
They're sold out. I mean, you guys have been helping with that. I appreciate it.
No, that's okay.
There's it's crazy. I didn't know because I'm like, does anyone remember me? It's been so long. We're not being able to play shows, so it was really cool to sell most of it out already and to sell the whole thing out soon. So it's really exciting.
No, I can't wait to have you home, man. In November, you're playing a bunch of dates around the country. I was going to say, when were you home last? Because I feel like your Instagram tells me,
wow.
I don't remember the last time I saw you in Australia.
Yeah, I'd say maybe a year ago, a year and 3 months. I'm like you. You go to LA so much and you get out and about whenever you can. When I'm writing and recording, it's Nashville because I bought a house in Nashville and I'm going between Nashville and LA, staying in Airbnb.
Oh, hello. He chose to lock down in Nashville, did he? How's that treating him?
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's amazing. Nashville's it's the spot, man. Like it's like a big small town and it's a huge music community. Like everyone's over there now, like producers and great writers and songwriters.
What's the name of that?
It's a great community of people.
I'm asking a question. What's the name of that the venue on that TV show? The Bluebird Cafe. Have you been to Bluebird? Have you been there?
The Bluebird, I actually haven't, but I heard it's a little bit like disappointing because you apparently go. It's in like one of those. It's in like one of those strip malls. So it's like in one of the strips, it's like a shop, like a hair. It looks like a hairdressing spot. But when you go in there, a lot of history.
I was going to say, a lot of America is strip malls. It's very disappointing.
They love
like
strip malls.
They do. You just don't quite. As an Australian, you just like, is this it? It's like a drive-up strip mall, and it's like there's an accountant, a laundromat, and then this iconic venue that you've heard of right next to each other.
But apparently, they're really good investments. Apparently, you can buy them,
strip malls.
They're really good. Like. Yeah, you buy a strip mall, then you rent all the places out. Apparently, it's like someone was telling me it's like legit money if you wanted an investment partner. Smallsy would be going.
Hey, we could go. You know what? But you know what my problem is that my exposure to strip malls is really just LA, West Hollywood, and honestly, some of them look like the places you go to get murdered. Yeah, like if you want to die, go there. That's where you go to die.
Yes.
So I don't.
And how's your baller house?
Yeah,
and you bought your baller house.
My house is great. My house is great. My house is great. I've got no money left to invest. I've got no money left to invest.
Oh, mate, I'm sure. You got
I was gonna ask quickly. What is the strip mall like in Nashville? Do they look like the places to go to get murdered, or are they a bit?
So much better.
Okay.
So much better. Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
They're great.
Okay.
Clean. There's no issues. There's no like stabbing vibes.
No. Yeah.
Very safe.
That's
you go straight into a subway and leave.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's very LA. I think LA owns the whole ownership of just getting stabbed at a strip mall. That's LA's. Totally.
I like how you navigated that.
Yeah, no, I was choosing the right words, and I was like, no, fuck this. I can't go there. I can't go there. No, but anyway, Nashville, great community, great place to. I mean, it's full of musos, right?
It's full of musos. I bought a place there and ended up realizing I looked at the how many like I'm going to be there for 2 months, and I was like, this makes no sense to have a house. So I basically just rented. I got an interior designer, and then I rented the house out to her. She's in there full time.
Yeah.
And there's a guest house out the back, and I kind of got her to interior design that up for me, but I'm never there, and I don't really live there. But that's empty, so I guess I could stay there, although I never will.
No.
I just stay in Airbnbs at the moment, man. It's just Airbnb central, non-stop.
Well, hopefully Mum and Dad will let you stay at their place when you come back to Australia in November for the tour.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be cool. They got to hook me up.
Yeah, they got to look after you. You can go back to the bedroom that in the bed you can't sleep in. Probably
exactly. Yes, please, Mum.
Hey, mate, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to chat. Thanks so much for the time. I appreciate it. And we'll see you back in Australia at the end of the year, all right?
Smallsy, great chatting to you, man. And enjoy LA. Have a great time and good to see you.
No, absolutely. And by the way, the song 50 Cent Window Shopper, that's the one that references the Mondrian.
Window Shopper.
Yeah.
Was that a hit?
Yeah, it was a massive
Window
hit,
Shopper.
mate. It was a fucking huge hit.
Shopper, 50 Cent.
Huge hit. Get around
50
that.
Cent. How many streams? Oh, yeah, 124 million. That's a good amount.
That's a good, yeah.
That's solid. Yeah, that's a hit.
All right, buddy.
We'll take that.
Look after yourself. Right, take care. I'll see you soon, all right?
See you, bro.
Smallsy Surgery
is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.